Hi there. Welcome to Ask Pastor Anything series. Feel free to drop your questions and we will surely bring you the answers.
Don't forget to hit the subscription button, like, comment, and share for more content.
See you there.
I'm asking a lady out for almost 5 to 6 months. She's not giving me any answer yet, so she's not giving him either a yes or a no, any advice. Not long ago, my dad had a conversation with me concerning marriage and advised that I go in for a lady from any other tribe apart from Akan. Shalom, people of God. Welcome to another episode of Ask Pastor Anything. If you missed any of our sessions, I'd urge you to go back and watch. Today, we have a very important topic with one pastor to delve into. I have here with me today Pastor Philip Baja. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Tamira, and once again, welcome to all our viewers. And it's been such a wonderful time. Once again, God bless you and your team for putting together this Ask Pastor Anything. I believe the topic on relationships have been very helpful.
Yes, please.
And it's the answers God has given us by His wisdom and His word is going to help people bring settlement and establishment in their relationships.
Wow. All right, so we'll just delve right into the question. The person says, Shalom, Pastor Philip. Thank you for this opportunity. Mine is a relationship advice that I'm seeking. I've met a lady that I'm interested in, proposed, and by God's grace, wasn't bound.
Wow.
And we've been around for almost a year. Not long ago, my dad had a conversation with me concerning marriage and advised that I go in for a lady from any other tribe apart from Akan, especially Ashanti, Fanti, the Kwapims, and even Boni. A Ghan lady and a Kobo lady.
So you didn't go for a Ghana lady and a Kobo lady also?
No, he can go for any aside, yes.
Okay.
So you can either go for a Ghan or a Kobo lady.
But not Ashanti.
Yes, or Ashanti or even a Kwapim or Boni. He proposed either a lady from the north or a Voltarian. Oh, okay, so that means no Ghan or Kobo either.
Oh, okay. So it's either north or Voltarian.
Yes, he proposed either a lady from the north or a Voltarian due to their line of inheritance and ownership of children. On the flip side, my mom is an Ashanti and she's okay with whoever I want to settle with. The issue is, I'm an Ashanti and the lady I've met is Pasi, Ashanti, and Boni. Now I'm having a hard time with this issue. Please, Pastor, what do I do? How do I settle this issue?
That's an interesting question, and it's a practical question because we see this happening often, or this does happen. What I would say is that number one, the father or the man is the head of the home, so he has more authority than the woman or than the mother, and so that's the key thing that it's a gentleman. That's the key thing that the gentleman has to do. Then also, what I would say is that the gentleman has to, marriage is you need parental approval. I'll say, I don't know that the person's a Christian, but if the person's a Christian, I would say that the person should really pray for God to touch the father's heart. And then I also advise that the person, it's good that the person's mom is okay with it. I would say that the person has to possibly talk to the mother and talk to other family members, convince the father. The advice I'll give the person is that I wouldn't encourage the person to go ahead without the approval of the father. I would encourage the person to go ahead with the marriage without the approval of the father. Really, there's nothing wrong. The concerns of the father are legitimate. However, in the larger scheme of things, there's nothing wrong if he marries an Ashanti, he marries someone from Bono. There's really nothing wrong. But the person really needs his father's blessing and approval. So I'll say, as much as possible, the person has to do everything within his means to get the blessing and approval of his father. If not, I wouldn't encourage him to go ahead. So I usually encourage people that they need to, before entering relationship, they need to in a way know some of the preferences of their parents or their family. It's important that they know that. Let me say that love, you can really, there are a number of people you can marry. You know, sometimes we are so stereotypical. We feel like, oh, this is the only person someone thinks that he or she can
True,
marry.
Pastor.
Really, that's not the case. That's not the case. You see, you can marry if you have that mind. So that gentleman, what I'll tell that gentleman, the gentleman, I'll say that in a way, he should have known the preferences of his father and started convincing his father. If it was an Ashanti he wanted to marry, should have known the preference of his father and tested the waters to see whether the father can budge before going ahead to propose to him. So he has complicated things. He has put himself in trouble. So he needs to use wisdom to come out. And like I said, the best way is to get his mom, to get family to convince the family. Otherwise, really, you may have to break up
After a year of dating.
after a year.
After a whole year.
Oh, but
Of
people
dating.
date for 5 years and then they break up. You know, that's why I said that he needs to, as much as possible, convince his father, and that's why I said that it is a Christian issue. Right? And get family members, get elders. What's able to do that? Give that the father may be able to pick up. And if the lady also is he has made the right choice, the lady is also able to when the father sees the lady, the father changes heart. So everybody's heart and mind can change based on the I'll encourage the man to use wisdom approach to get the father to agree. Because he needs his father's needs.
Thank you, Pastor. I'm sure you've already had the answer to your questions. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye. You people, let's continue on the talking stage because it kind of so that at least other people.
Oh no, I think that's.
Oh, that
But
ends.
was the ending okay?
No, so
So she can say something.
yeah,
Abi, you
we can
edit.
still end it. Thank